Good day, grade 11 students. You're now watching the Computer System Servicing NC2 video lesson for quarter 3. Listen actively, take notes, and stay tuned until the end of our lesson. I am Teacher M, and I will be with you all throughout this lesson. I hope you are well and safe while watching and learning this lesson. Sanitize, stay safe, and keep learning while at home. Before we begin, let us review our previous lesson on network cable wiring standards. Do you remember the two standards of network cable wiring? Very good. The two standards of network cable wiring are T568A and T568B. This is the T568A wiring. Its wiring sequence is white-green, green, white-orange, blue, white-blue, orange, white-brown, and brown. For T568P wiring, its wiring sequence is white-orange, orange, white-green, blue, white-blue, green, white-brown, and brown. Is your memory refreshed on network cable wiring standards? Great! Let us now proceed to our lesson. What is happening? Why is this dinosaur keeps on jumping? Cisco, what is this?
Looks like we have a connectivity issue. Let me run network diagnosis. Looks like the main network cable is damaged. You need to repair the network cable to reconnect to the internet.
Looks like this is a good lesson for you CSS learners. Prepare your pen, learning activity sheets, and paper. Let us learn and fix this issue. Learners, do you know how to create network cables? What do you think are the materials and tools needed to create a network cable? And how do you create a network cable? Here are the objectives for this lesson. First, identify the tools and materials used in creating network cables. Then, practice assembling T568A and T568B Ethernet cable plugs. Lastly, manage occupational health and safety standards while installing network cables. Here are the links for the online lesson and learning resource materials for this lesson. CSS students, can you help me select which of the tools here are needed to crimp a network cable? Very good. Which of the materials here do we need in crimping a network cable? Correct. These are the materials and tools we need to create a network cable: a UTP cable, plier, RG45 plug, cable stripper, crimping tool, and a LAN cable tester. Do you know how network cable works? Network cables transfer data by relaying electronic signals from one device to another. These electronic signals contain binary codes that are encoded by the originating device and decoded by the receiving device. This technological innovation was based on Heinrich Hertz's experimentation on electrical pulses. Heinrich Rudolf Hertz was a German physicist who first conclusively proved the existence of the electronic waves. His research on electromagnetic waves gave way to the development of electronic signals, which are used today in Ethernet cables, radio, computers, Wi-Fi, and the Internet. In honor of this great achievement, the unit of frequency is named Hertz. Before you begin crimping network cables, be reminded about occupational health and safety protocols. Be aware of the physical hazards present. Make sure you keep away your limbs from the sharp edges of the tools to avoid cuts and accidents. The first step is to unroll and cut the needed length of the network cable. Next, carefully remove the outer jacket of the cable using the wire stripper tool. Then, inspect the newly revealed wires from any cuts or scrapes that expose the copper wires. Fourth, untwist the pairs of cables. Now, arrange the wires based on the wiring specifications you are following. Then, press all the wires flat and parallel between your thumb and forefinger and cut them even. Keep the wires flat and in order as you push them into the RG45 plug with the flat surface of the plug on top. Place the wired plug into the crimping tool and squeeze the tool. Now, repeat all the previous steps to the other end of the cable. Lastly, test the cable to ensure its proper connectivity. Did you get it, students? It is now time to apply what you have learned. Let us now code what we have learned on Cisco. Now it is you who will code Cisco on creating network cables. Code Cisco by rearranging the correct procedures for crimping a network cable.
Help me code how to crimp network cables into my system. Code it by arranging the process to its correct sequence. Happy coding! Write the sequence on your paper or activity sheets. Let us check your codes. This is the correct sequence.
You did a great job. Well done. Now Cisco knows how to crimp a network cable. Let us now test the cable we have made. Wow! the network finally works. Did you enjoy learning how to crimp network cables with Cisco? Tell us what you have learned on this lesson by answering these questions. What are the tools and materials used in creating network cables? How did you create the network cable? How can you ensure your safety while performing the task? Did you answer all of those questions? If there are unclear portions of this lesson, feel free to review this video to further enrich your learning. As this lesson is about to end, I just would like to ask, what things have you realized or learned during the lesson that you can apply at your home? Send your replies on the link below. In life, mistakes are unchangeable. You cannot undo it, but you can retry to make it right. Just like crimping RG45 plugs. Once you made a crimping mistake, you cannot undo the crimp, but you can retry to make the crimp right. Now it's time to check what you have learned. Ready your pens and papers for our quiz. What are the two wiring standards in crimping network cables? A. Cat5e and Cat56. B. C568A and C568B. C. Type A and B Ethernet cables. D. CE standard and I EEE standard. Which of the following tools is not needed in making network cables? A. Crimping cable. B. LAN cable tester. C. Pliers. D. Wire stripper. Which of the following hazards is likely present while crimping network cables? A. Chemical hazard. B. Electrical hazard. C. Health hazard. D. Physical hazard. How does an Ethernet cable transmit data? A. By using radio waves transmitted by the devices. B. By transmitting binary codes through electronic signals. C. By sending light signals interpreted by the receiving device. D. By using the internet connection flowing through the network cable. Why is it not advisable to create a network cable that is more than 100 meters long? A. To prevent signal strength loss. B. To avoid cables from getting tangled. C. To easily conduct network maintenance. D. The limit of the UTP cable is only limited to 100 meters per roll. These are the correct answers. That's it. We are done with our lesson. I really enjoyed learning with you, and I hope you did too. This is Teacher M, your CSS teacher. I will see you again for the next lesson. Have fun learning and keep safe. God bless us all.